guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is just going to be like a 12-month update from my last video, because my last video was about 12 months ago, and I just want to compare and contrast some of the things that I experienced and said in that last video compared to now, me being about a year and a half, no, like 2 years and a half into nursing school. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, please subscribe before you watch the rest of the video and share it. Thank you. The first thing that I want to talk about, which I feel like I made a big point about it in my last video, was having a social life. You see a lot of videos, YouTube videos, social media about you not being able to have a social life in nursing school, and that's something that I talked about too in my last video. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did say that it was really hard to maintain a social life in nursing school, or that I didn't have one or something like that. Compared to my last video versus now, I feel like I have been able to go out as much as I wanted to this semester. Just being able to maintain my time, make a schedule was just the most important thing for me. You can have a social life. You just have to, well, me personally, I've been able to do what I want to do as long as I've made sure that I schedule things like, okay, because what I do is I put it in my notes. Okay, this is what I have to do during the day. I'll put like bullet points of, okay, Monday I have to finish this, I got to do this, this and that before I do what I want to do for the rest of the day. So honestly, if you're the type of person who's able to stay on track of everything, you could go out pretty much as you please, as long as you stay on top of the on top of your schedule. So that's one thing that I want to point out about my last video to now. You can't have a social life. You just have to stay on top of your schedule. And then once you get used to the routine of like nursing school, your classes, you know how to study. I feel like as long as you know how to study, that's the biggest thing. Whatever study regimen works for you, once you realize that, you're gonna be on it. Like for me this semester, I've been able to do other things, like have my nursing school stuff together and have other things together outside of nursing school, just because of that discipline that I built from first semester and second semester, learning how to study, learning the regimen and how to do certain things. So now I feel like I do have the ability to do other stuff and go out and have fun like everybody else. So yeah, in my last video I said that I usually study anywhere from 6 to 8 hours a day, which is why I was stressed out, because now I don't study that much during the day. I will probably study anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day, which you still need to study every day. I learned that works for me, studying every day, even if it's just 2 or 1 hour a day, just to retain the material. But 6 to 8 hours,
absolutely not. That's a full-on no.
That's a lot. So me being about 2 years in now, I don't study 6 to 8 hours. That's a lot. I would say 4 would be like the maximum, unless it's like a exam coming up, then I'll probably take extra time to study. But just even with that, not 8 hours. So yeah, that's something that's different from my last video to this video. I now study 2 to 4 hours. I make sure I do study every single day, but I don't overstudy, because that's another mistake that I made in my last video compared to now. I was overstudying, and when you overstudy, you forget what you studied, and it's just like a waste, and it's very stressful. So once I was able to figure out like what study regimens, how I'm able to retain the material the best way, then it's like, okay, I can limit the amount of time that I'm studying each day and still be able to retain important information from the material, because not everything you study is going to be on the exam. And it's just like, I did all this reading for basically nothing. So how I study now is I will go over the slides first. After going over the slides, I will probably highlight or like make notes on the slides of things that I don't understand. Watch a few YouTube videos, because sometimes YouTube videos can be very thorough to the point, and you get exactly what you need that you might not get from the lecture. After doing that, watch the lecture, make notes on what the professor might say that's going to be in the test, and then go from there. So that's what works for me now. Something that I said in my last video is that I was not able to make good not good relations, but like find thorough study partners. Now I feel like I've been able to make good relations with people, especially the people in my clinical, with me seeing them a few times a week. I've been able to find study partners. It was like a situation where we were in this thing called SimLab. It's basically like a little simulation patient, and you act on you have a patient, it's a scenario, you go from there. So the patient is the doll. And so it was a situation in SimLab where I felt really supported by my classmates. They were encouraging me and helping me out with something that I was not sure of, that I did not feel comfortable doing. And they stepped in, they helped me out, they gave me encouraging words. So I feel like once I got used to the people around me, you know, I've been able to make good relations and stuff like that. So this, like I said, is this is my 4th semester into nursing. I'm going into my 4th semester of nursing school. I have 2 more semesters left. I do wish that I had more like hands-on skills, but I do understand that comes with time and that comes with even more experience. But I do wish that I had more hands-on skills. This last semester, I had a med-surg rotation and I had a psych rotation. The psych rotation was very informational. I was able to see a lot. I was able to learn a lot. I wasn't too big of a fan of psych before, but I feel like after that rotation, I was like, wow, like psych is really interesting. Med-surg was interesting as well, but psych was like really interesting. So I'm not really gonna share what specialty I want to go into, but just me doing the different rotations, I've been able to see like what I might want to do and probably what I would never do. And yeah, that kind of brings me to my last point. I'm sorry, this video is kind of short. This is just a little update video. That kind of brings me to my last point though, of a lot of times we see on social media, and even the nurses that you might know personally, they usually work in a hospital. But me learning more and more about nursing, it's like you don't have to work in a hospital as a nurse. You could work in many different industries, many different places, and still be a credible, good nurse with skills. A lot of time I'll be seeing on social media like you have to start in this to have certain skills, but it's like, if that's not the field that you want to go into, why would you start there if you know that's not where you want to be, you know? So I don't know, I just kind of want to say, like, if you are interested in nursing, or if you are in nursing school and you know like you want to be a specific type of nurse, or don't let other people judgment cloud you for what you think you want to do or what you might want to go into, because nursing is so broad. You have so many different options besides just the hospital. This is kind of like a diary for me, but I feel like I said, it'll help other people. So if you find this video helpful, please like, please share, please subscribe, and also please, like, in the comments, tell me what else you might want to know, what other information, what other videos, like video suggestions. I was gonna do a what's in my clinical bag video, but I feel like that video is gonna be like 3-5 minutes long, and there's no point in me posting like a 5-minute video, unless that's what you guys want to see. Then I'll stretch the video out for you. But yeah, please leave video suggestions, please comment. I really appreciated everybody encouraging words in my last video, so please, encouraging words, motivations, all of that is so helpful. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video.